don't know. It was, hey, why did he even cut his tongue off? Tony was like, yeah, it was to kind of get the guy not to expose the thing to his daughter. And he goes, wait, that was his daughter? And I was like, all right, that explains everything about Doughy's opinion, why it doesn't matter at all.
Yo, are we gonna talk about Oldboy?
Did y'all want to talk about Oldboy? I know y'all really enjoyed that movie last night.
I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, "What the fuck did I watch last night?"
Yeah,
Well,
I
if
saw
I
a
was
lot of
watching the
things.
movie and we were on the video, I would say, what the fuck did Doughy not watch?
that's a fact. You fucking
I
knocked
fell
out like
I
a
fell
bitch.
asleep like a few minutes through it, like maybe 5-10 minutes here and there.
Fucking fell
So
asleep, laid in his bed. He was fucking groping his stomach. It was funny. He
the
was on. He took a phone call. Then at some
Mhm.
point he just stared at the ceiling. He was just staring at the ceiling. Then midway through the movie, he just comes back to the video call. He's like, I don't know what's going on, and I was like, well, I mean that checks out. Like it checks out
You're
with
not
everything I
watching the
watched you
fucking
do this whole
movie.
time. So
Man wasn't watching shit. That movie, yo. To anybody who has not seen Old Boy, don't go and watch it. 100%.
and just to be clear, he's talking about the 2003 Korean movie, not the atrocity that Spike Lee made. He's talking about the really good movie Old Boy that Tony doesn't like because he's an uncultured swine.
Yo, that movie,
uncultured.
that movie was trash.
It's trash.
Trash.
What about that? What about that hallway fight scene, dude?
That was probably the only weird, cool thing about it. But other than that, the whole I don't even want to spoil it for anybody else hasn't watched it. But oh my god, that shit was
I
terrible.
figured we were gonna. I figured we were gonna
I
spoil the
mean,
hell
we
out of
gotta
this.
spoil it. We gotta spoil it. I fell asleep around that hallway scene and then I woke up, so I only remember a little bit of it. But I mean, I guess the movie is cinematically cut in a very nice way and like angles and stuff like that. I could say that a lot of the scenes looked good, but in my opinion, just nothing was clicking for me. Like it was just it just seemed like a lot of different scenes that meant a lot of different things and you just had to like look into it. But I mean, I liked some of the parts. Like I thought some of the like horror thriller stuff was cool, like the scary horrific stuff, like him pulling out a guy's teeth. Like I thought
Mm.
that was pretty gruesome. That's like a very thriller
That
horror kind
wasn't
of
gruesome at
vibe.
all. You barely saw
Um
blood.
I mean, I'm just saying him being in a prison that he didn't know where he was at, that was kind of like creepy. Um, you know what I mean? Like him smiling at that picture. He has like a creepy smile.
That whole movie, off rip, maybe it was directed pretty good for the shitty way it is, but be 100%. Them dudes fucking each other's sister and daughter, my dude. That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck each other's sister and daughter. The
No,
one
got
dude fucked
the
sister,
one
his
dude
sister,
fucked his
and then the
sister,
other
got
guy
and the
fucked
other
his
sister
daughter.
he got tricked
sister
to fucking
fucker,
his own daughter. That shit is
daughter
beast.
fucker. And then
Okay, so
sister fucker was mad at daughter fucker for a long time ago, exposing that he was the sister fucker. So sister fucker tricks daughter fucker into fucking his daughter, and then so that he daughter fucker
No,
wait,
the
so
daughter
that sister
fucker.
fucker
Yeah.
no, because sister fucker was gonna tell the world that daughter fucker fucked his daughter, and he's like, no, don't do it. I'll get down
no,
on my
no. He was gonna tell the daughter that
That you
she was
fucked your
his
daddy.
daughter.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Yeah, he
daughter
was
She
like,
was,
fucker
she was gonna
was
tell the
like,
daughter that she was a dad fucker.
yeah,
yeah,
the
so
daughter fucker
he
fucking just clipped his own tongue, became a dog for the dude, so he won't get thing. And then he came to realize, like, you know what? I can't forget it. So hypnotize me, so I don't remember that shit. And then continue on fucking his daughter in the snowy mountain. Shit is beast.
Surprisingly, there's no motherfucking. It's just
right.
daughter fucking, daddy
Hey,
fucking,
hey,
sister fucking, brother fucking. No motherfucking.
you know
Mm.
what though? This is a very I've noticed it in Japanese culture. I noticed it in Korean culture. They're really into just like fucking everybody of every age, men. It's just like a fantasy, every level at every level. Cause like even Persona, you're a 17, 16-year-old kid banging out your teacher, banging out your local doctor, banging out all of your friends. Like, yo, you're just fucking everybody in
Is,
that game.
I
is
don't
there
know if
It's like
sex
that's
a
in the
a.
male.
Persona games?
It's like a male fantasy shit. Like I don't know. Like even the first the Persona world you go into is some teacher banging out his fucking students.
I
That's
did not.
Yeah,
I did not realize that was in the Persona games.
yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know how much. I don't know much about Korean or Japanese culture to say that this is like a normal thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Oh,
I
I'm not.
either.
I'm
I
not. I'm not trying to say that whole. I'm just saying like I've seen a lot of it. Like just I don't know, just weird fantasy type stuff.
I think everybody has like weird fantasies. Like I think all of us growing up would have been like, yeah, I would bang my hot teacher if I had a chance, type shit. But
Yeah.
I, you just worded it wrong. You made it seem like their culture only does this, and it's not. It's not the case. You just say that you see a lot of it from their video games to some of their movies and stuff.
Yo, I used to watch hentai. All right, I used to watch hentai back in the
Is that
day.
like the cartoon porno shit? I'm assuming,
Some
right?
Yeah, that's like the tentacles and all that weird shit. There's a lot of shit there, all right, bro. I'm just saying it's there.
Yeah, I don't know. But Old Boy is trash.
So we did miss the best part of the commentary on the movie last night, though.
yes.
It's,
I hope it's my favorite. I hope you're gonna say my favorite part because it set the whole fucking tone.
it's at the end when we're
Oh no.
finishing up the movie, and Doughy's like, "Wait, that was his daughter," and everyone looks at the camera like, "What were you watching?"
No. It was, hey, why did he even cut his tongue off? Tony was like, yeah, it was to kind of get the guy not to expose the thing to his daughter. And he goes, wait, that was his daughter? And I was like, all right, that explains everything about Doey's opinion, why it doesn't matter at all. You want to know why Tony's opinion doesn't matter?
Oh, here we go.
As soon as we start the movie, Tony sees subtitles and they're talking Korean. And then Tony says, wait, why isn't this in English? And I said, because it's Korean.
I didn't know
And he
this was
goes,
a Korean
yeah,
movie.
but it's been out for so long. Shouldn't it be in English? I was like, no, I mean, it's from Korea. Like, why would it be in English? He's like, that just shows how uncultured he is.
No,
He's
just
just like,
to all the
everything has to be
listeners-
English.
To all the listeners
No.
out there, Pucho didn't say that was a fucking Korean film only. I thought it was some fucking American-made film that, for some reason, he just got the rip part off the internet. And it was just in Korean, and then we had to read it in English subtitles. That's why I was confused about it. He didn't. The man never once said this is a. If you would have let off with this is a Korean movie, I would have told you, nah, I'm not wasting my time watching it off rip because I'm not reading subtitles through the whole
Why?
fucking thing. I don't like.
Oh,
reading
he don't like
subtitles
reading
that.
subtitles.
I mean, I watched it, but
Uh,
I'm not really into.
This
so
is-
you
this-
want a Korean? So this is what he wants. He wants a Korean movie that they speak in a Korean English accent.
No, I didn't say that either.
It's fucking trash.
The worst. Yo, those are the worst
You
type
want-
of movies. We're in Japan, but we're not gonna speak in Japan. We're gonna speak some funky
I just-
English,
I just ain't trying to
Japanese.
read-
Why did you imprison me? It's like, what the? Why do you want to watch that? Like, yeah,
old
you're right,
school
Tony.
Jackie Chan
What movie?
movies.
What movie do you like then? I'm curious. I think your opinions are just trash at this point.
No, that movie was.
You're just
fucking
not. You're
trash.
wrong about everything in life.
No,
it
it's
seems.
not. That movie was fucking
Yep.
trash.
That movie
Go
was
look
not
at
good.
this
Doughboy,
up.
you can't back me up because you was sleeping during the
Mm.
fucking movie. Like you can't back me up. If you would have paid attention,
Nah.
you would have been able to back me up here.
Bro, I watched the first like 45 minutes of that movie, an hour of that movie. I started dozing off a little bit, but
Shit was just weird.
That halal food, man. The halal food plus drinks, that gives you the itis immediately.
I was, and I went for a 16-mile bike ride after I had drinks. Bad decision because I was exhausted when I got back.
So you was drinking and driving on a bike?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Incriminate myself. Thank you, Tony.
Anyways, Tony, whenever you have sober mind, I recommend you rewatch that movie. It's literally one of the best movies ever made.
Go watch
Tony,
Hamilton first. Go watch Hamilton. I'd rather watch
And I'm
Hamilton.
completely fucking shocked that Tony's Deadass, I'm so shocked that Tony could sit there. And I looked at Tony a couple times. He was paying attention to the movie. He was doing nothing else but watching the movie. I commend that. And his takeaway at the end of the movie, it was a waste of his 2 hours of life. To me, I don't know. I can't understand a world where you could sit there and watch that movie and say that it's not good. I could understand like if you think like, oh, that's really disgusting. I don't feel comfortable watching a movie that where there's like pedophilia and stuff like that involved. Like, or sorry, not pedophilia, fucking
Incest.
incest. Um, so like I could understand that, but to sit there, watch it, be totally okay with what you're watching, and say, "Oh yeah, that was just straight up bad." The English comment and the fact that he refuses to read, that he does not like the idea of reading subtitles, explains everything to me. Though, don't take Tony's opinion on this.
Well,
Go
Tony,
watch
the
the
next
movie.
No, but
Tony, the next movie we're gonna watch with the One Up podcast is gonna be The Man from Nowhere, and that's another like subtitled
You
one.
two can't recommend a movie. Me and Doughboy have to recommend a movie next time. You
I would
two-
like to watch.
You two
yeah, but
recommended one.
yeah, but I don't want to. I'm gonna recommend the movie everybody has seen
How would you do that?
because I want to torture us.
I'm not
Nah,
watching
see,
that.
I'm not. Now you're off the list too. Now, I'll pick the next movie. You see how you just fucked up? We had a good top versus bottom half fucking thing going, and you just fucked that shit up, Doughboy.
Yeah, because I want to watch Con Air.
I don't mind watching Con Air.
On air.
I don't
Pick a
mind that.
different movie. I honestly now any movie that was Mateo's movie rec. Okay, I'm I'm now I'm gonna just pick only foreign movies so that you guys could become cultured and see that there are amazing film directors and writers from
guarantee
around the
there is.
world that don't only you don't have to start talking while I'm talking.
Yeah.
That don't only exist in Hollywood. That these things exist elsewhere and these people are incredibly talented, and it's very disrespectful and dismissive to say if it's not in English or if it's subtitled, I'm not
That's
going to
not
engage with it.
no. See, that's see. This is a
You just said
example.
you should have told me
Don't
that it
talk
was in
when I'm talking
subtitles.
right
I
now,
wouldn't have
sir.
watched it.
Don't talk when I'm talking. Right
No,
now,
no, no.
sir.
You're saying that my statement was false. I'm gonna correct it.
So I'm telling you that movie in particular was trash. I was shocked because I didn't have no information on what we were watching besides the name Oldboy. Right? Cool. That was shocking. I watched the whole fucking movie though. I read it. Cool. Whatever. To me, my opinion, I didn't like it. It's trash. Boom. I've watched other movies from other countries that had subtitles and I was all right.
Like what?
Not that bad.
Like what?
I don't know the name of them. I remember.
could think
I
of
remember one that
one.
was in English. It's called Slumdog Millionaire. It's about this kid who.
Good,
That's a good movie.
good movie.
And yeah, the dancing was a little weird, but yeah, it was a good movie. There was
Come
another
on,
one.
bro.
only in the credits.
You're being very uncultured saying
How?
the
I'm
dancing
just
is
saying
weird.
I didn't like the dancing was weird for me. That's it. I didn't like the dancing. That's not saying how am I being uncultured? I'm just giving you my opinion on something. Like so
That's
now I
like
can't
how
have an
African.
opinion
That's
on
like an
something?
African. It's like an African film. Like, oh yeah, I love the film, but man, those dances were weird. It's
I can
just
say
weird.
that.
Like
The
a
fuck, that's my opinion on his dancing. I can say that. I'm not
A weird
saying
opinion to have.
word. My bad. You guys don't have any.
the dance. I love the dancing. The dancing is what stuck to me.
Nah.
I tell you, the foreign film that I watched recently that I did not like. So I watched Audition. You ever seen that one? It's one of the horror movies. I think it's a Japanese horror movie, and
No.
it's a 2 hour long movie, and nothing happens until the last 20 minutes of that fucking movie. It takes so long. There's just so much build up, and then there's just like 20 minutes of like spooky stuff, and that's about it.
So that's Con Air for you then, huh?
100%.
You don't, Pucho. You don't remember that movie I forced you to watch when it was the elevator and everybody was on a different floor, and that had a good beginning. It was kind of like Snowpiercer, but with an elevator.
The
It was
fuck?
nothing like Snowpiercer. It was just terrible. It was just bad. Like he was like, "Yo, I really want you to watch this movie, man. I just really want you to watch it. Yo, you really got to check this out." And I watched it. I think it's called The Platform. This
The
shit
pl-
just keeps going
Oh,
down
yeah, I
and
watched
down
it.
and down and down and down. And there's like food, and they gotta like fight people so that they don't eat their
Oh,
food or some
I-
weird shit.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That
me
one's
too.
real weird.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's weird.
I
but
did
watched the
not
whole thing.
enjoy it. I watched the whole movie, and at the end, I was like, that movie was like, I don't even remember the ending. I just remember it not being good. And then I told Doughy about it. He's like, yeah, I didn't like it either. I was like, well, then why the
What
fuck
the
would you
fuck?
recommend it? Like, yeah, that's some piece of
That's
shit
some,
shit. You
yeah, that's
see,
a fact.
that's some pure sabotage and all that. Anyways, I expected you to mention City of God. I'm sure you've watched it. So.
Is that with the gangster black kids or whatever, right? The like in
Brazilian, I think.
Brazilian.
They're
My
in
bad.
Brazil.
Okay,
The
I'm not
kid's a
trying to. I'm
photographer.
just saying, like, yeah. I was
No,
just trying
I'm
to.
just letting
yeah.
you know what the
Nah,
movie
Doughboy
is.
started laughing like, like.
No, the
fuck
main
outta
character's black. Rocket is a black Brazilian
Mhm.
kid. I'm just reminding you that it's in
here. I've
Brazil.
seen that. I think I seen that with you. Matter of fact.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
That
like
was a
that
good
movie.
The movie's
That was a
good.
good movie.
I haven't seen that movie in forever, but that one's real good. It's rough.
Actually, I never watched that
Oh,
movie.
it's really good.
No, that's a good movie.
That's probably the movie. I don't know. As a kid, I didn't really view like martial arts and these kung fu movies that I watched growing up really as foreign. I don't know why. To me, they were just kung fu movies or martial. Like I didn't really think of it like that. It wasn't until I watched City of God that I really was like, oh shit, there's like people that aren't in Hollywood that make movies and they're pretty fucking good. And then I kind of watched more stuff. And then I kind of recognized like, oh, okay, there's this whole Hong Kong has a whole series of movies and stuff like that. And yeah, they make a lot of interesting things in Korean. Like Korean movies are really cool. Um, they're just like all over the world. People make films and they're good. It's not just Hollywood. All right. So what I was saying before we had some technical difficulties was it's unfortunate that around the world we have all these amazing movies that get made and Americans just don't watch it at all. And then the only opportunity for them to experience these stories is basically for directors and studios to kind of find these foreign films. They whitewash the movie, so they recast all the characters, make them a bunch of white people, make the movie in English, and then they remake all these movies just for the pleasure of Americans, pretty much,
You know,
as opposed to them just finding these movies, licensing them, and re-releasing them as is. I think would be the better approach. But
they do that same whitewashing thing though to movies that are already white though. Like you ever see Let the Right One In? And then they
no,
did an
no.
American remake of it called Let Me In. And apparently the American remake was just trash. It was garbage. Let Me the Right One In, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's
Ooh.
fantastic, like spooky little girl vampire movie.
I don't remember any of that.
Mm-hmm. It's real solid.
Yeah, it's a shame that I have this opinion, and off the top of my head, I can't really think of some of the more egregious examples. Like, obviously, there's like the Ghost in the Shell, but I don't know. That, to me, there's
That's a good-
whitewashing there, but it's an anime to live action. Not exactly what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Really, Oldboy is the only one that's coming to mind right now, where you have a Korean movie, and then they went and remade it into a American movie with a bunch of decent actors, actually. I think Samuel Jackson was in it. If my mind's not mistaken, Josh Brolin, I think he's a good actor.
And Ghost in the Shell, you saying?
No, Old Boy.
Oh, an Old Boy.
Spike Lee made Old Boy. What?
Oh, the Spike Lee version of it. Yeah, okay. I haven't watched the Spike Lee version.
It's horrible, but maybe you'll love it, and that'll give me an opinion about what type of person you are.
Oh, The Ring. That would be one.
Wow. The Ring was good.
Did they remake the movie I saw in the movie theaters was remade?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like the Grudge, because the original one was Juo, something like that. And then the Grudge is the American one.
Yeah, I do not like horror movies, and that's like a lot of like the Japanese, Korean films. They make a lot of interesting horror movies. I'm just not into it.
Wait, here's one foreign movie that was remade. It says 3 Men and a Baby is a foreign movie that was remade.
There you
What the fuck?
Yo, I've heard Parasite's good. We should watch Parasite.
Parasite's real good.
Yeah, I watched it. It was good.
I think I've seen it. I just don't remember it.
It just came out like a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just saying. If you watched it a year and a half ago and you don't remember it, you should probably go to the doctor.
Or that I probably fell asleep during the movie because it was probably trash.
Then you probably didn't see it, but okay.
Yeah, I probably pulled a Doughboy and just laid in bed and just was on my phone doing dumb shit.
Played
Comes
Belly
back.
Button.
Yeah, I don't really understand the movie. Yeah, because you were sleeping.
Wait, that was his daughter?
Yeah,
But,
what about the Bollywood? You love the Bollywood, right?
I like Bollywood movies a lot. I do actually enjoy Bollywood a lot.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
So I like Slumdog Millionaire,
Mhm.
which I don't know if that's truly a Bollywood movie. It feels kind of like
Americanized.
it feels kind of Americanized to me. A movie that is not Bollywood in its over the topness and all that, but there's this movie called Dangle on Netflix. It's about wrestling. I think Dangle means wrestler. It's just an Indian wrestling movie. It is phenomenal. I love this movie. I watched it multiple times. Lisi loves it. Really good fucking movie. Fair warning, Tony. It's not in English subtitles. You have to read them.
Gotcha.
It's
I think
really
they
fucking
probably
good. It's
whitewashed
basically
that
this
movie,
guy.
too.
He was like a championship wrestler, like back in the day, like not quite at the Olympic level. And basically, he wants to be an Olympic wrestler. Like he's good enough, but he doesn't pursue it because his wife gets pregnant, and then he focuses on like providing for his family. And so then he's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna channel all of my energy into like making my children wrestlers. But he ends up having a daughter, and then
Yeah, they
he's
made
like,
that
well,
movie an American. They made that as an American movie. It's that what's her face? They literally just made that movie like last year, where her and her brother want to be wrestlers
Mhm.
or whatever, and her brother's not that good, but she becomes good. It's actually based off one of the women that are actually a real wrestler. Pretty
Oh,
funny.
and then she's walking away at the end of the movie, and she trips and she hits her head like on the bench, and then Clint Eastwood has to
No.
kill her in the hospital, right?
No, that's
he's talking $1 million baby.
yeah, that's $1 million. Baby.
Makushla. Makushla. Anyways, then he has a second daughter, and then he's just like disappointed. And then I think his wife's like, I'm not having no more kids. And then he just like becomes depressed. And then
That's terrible.
as years go on, he decides like, fuck it, I'm gonna teach my daughters how to wrestle. And they end up becoming like super good wrestlers, pretty much. It's like a cool story about like breaking like the gendered barriers and things like that. It's a true story that happened in India. It's just a really, really cool movie. I really enjoyed it.
I like true
Shout out to
stories.
Dangle. Good shit.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, it's cool.
Or Glow, if you want to see some more lady wrestlers. Glow is a damn good show.
Yo, the first two seasons are so fucking good, and then that third season I did not enjoy at all.
It's all right. I like any chance to get a little bit more of what's his name, Mark Marone, the guy that plays the like the sleazy like producer behind Glow.
Oh, wait, you mean Mark Maron?
Yeah, Mark Maron. There we go.
Yo, he is fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Yo, his stand-up is fantastic, bro.
If you haven't seen Glow, then you should watch Glow. It's got a lot of him in there.
Mark
I haven't
Maron's a
seen it.
legend.
Yeah, I like the main character, the actress. I forgot her name, but she was in Mad Men.
She was in Community.
She's in Community.
Allison Brie.
Allison Brie. She's the shit. She's hilarious. She's a great actress.
Oh, Doughy, do we need a
Zoya
pour?
the Destroyer.
Doughy, do we need to pour one out for Kat Dennings
Hold on,
becoming
hold on.
engaged?
Yeah, unfortunately, Doughboy is gonna be single forever.
Doughy's been depressed all week. Congratulations
Kat
to Kat
Dennings.
Dennings, though.
Facts. Shout outs.
Andrew WK, he is an interesting man. That man likes to party. He parties hard.
Shouts out to them. Their happily
So-
engagement and wedding and all that. Beautiful.
So what else we got, Tony? Yeah.
I do want to tell you guys though, when it comes to video games,
My life is over.
that's terrible. Do you guys prefer PC or console? Like, yeah, the boys are sidetracking, bitch.
Listen,
Well-
bro, ever since that happened, I fell apart as a man. All right? I started to question my sanity.
Have you been sitting in the
Eh?
shower?
Andrew W fucking cock?
Oh my god.
Party hard, party hard, party hard. That guy? That's who she's into?
He's a force of positivity in this world. The man is all about partying and
Doughboy,
partying
you're a
hard.
fucking hater.
You see the
bro.
glisten in my eye? I'm near tears right now, okay? I want people to know. It
She doesn't
hurt
even
me.
know you exist. Like, get over yourself.
One day
Damn.
these things could be popular. Our videos might be popping one day.
Tony's a fucking hater.
And Kat Dennings would look at you like a stalker, bro.
I'm not a stalker because stalkers have to actually stalk. I don't stalk. I just am.
Are you on her Instagram and shit?
No, I don't do none of that. All right. I have a healthy relationships with Kat Denning. Okay.
That she has no idea with. That's some stalker shit. Am I bugging right now?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's not
I'm glad.
stalking her. He likes a person, and that's it. That's where it ends.
The man said he has a relationship in his head.
Doughy, Andrew WK has a fantastic head of hair. He has gorgeous flowing locks, and you chop yours off.
Yeah, Doughy used to have a fantastic, lock of hair.
Mm-hmm.
He had the whole thing going on. He used to come out the shower. He used to look like Bret the Hitman Hart,
Mhm.
like strand for strand. It was impressive.
Oh, you only saw that man in slow motion. Like whenever he would start moving his hair, it was always in slow motion.
It was so fucking wet. It was just dripping.
Just all the
Yeah, I
time.
love
He's a
that.
fucking dick. You think he makes a mess out of the shower now? He used to walk out the fucking shower dripping, and he'll just drip for hours. His hair, he just wouldn't dry. It was fucking ridiculous. All his shirts had just had mad water spots. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I miss my
That shit
hair,
probably
but
had like a bajo. Now you think about it, like wet hair
That
being
real.
not dried, like at a good time, you just sit there all day with wet hair. That shit has a bajo.
that's why you have to wash your hair regularly.
But not your
You know,
legs.
every 3 or 4 days, you put some shampoo in your head.
Facts, but I'm saying you just walked out the shower mad wet and let it air dry. My nigga, like
Yeah.
that shit's gonna have a bajo.
Or maybe it's the major key, like the unshrunk denim jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like your hair, you let your hair air dry. It's the most impeccable version of your hair.
You're throwing
Yes.
this man a lifeline, bro. Stop
Yeah, fuck it. What were we gonna talk about, Tony? Before this man's life fell apart.